I lost my job on Thursday night, along with 200,000 other people in my department or my division. Despite what most people think, we're not all just lazy government employees. I worked really, really hard. I was one of the top performing people in Wisconsin. I was in charge of 37 counties in Wisconsin. You divide Wisconsin in half. I had half of Wisconsin that I dealt with in my job. I kept getting more responsibilities because of my performance. I worked really, really hard. I've been there 8 years. My managers had no idea until I did that I was terminated. They fell to their knees and cried along right with me. They had no.
All right, so bear with me. I know that people are going through things. I know what layoffs feel like. I've been through them multiple times in my life. Anybody that's been in the personal, private sector, the job market that wasn't protected by taxpayer dollars and the federal government knows what a layoff feels like. Under no circumstances that I ever see any of my superiors, my bosses, my managers, or anything like that ever, oh my God, never did I see any of them fall to their knees and weep over my dismissal. Firing, layoff, no matter what you want to frame it as, I've never experienced that in my entire life. So maybe it's true. Maybe they were so connected and they were so much family that they fell to their knees and they wept. But it sounds like a little bit of embellishment on that. But neither here nor there. We're going to go ahead and play the rest of the video in its entirety. But before we do that, I do want to let you know that I always like to link back to the content created regardless of whether I agree with it or not. So that'll be in the description. Also, Teach Henley, 40% off your first order, plus 20% off for life. And then last but not least, make sure you tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Y'all ready?
No idea. And I'll be okay. I've already appealed. I'm gonna fight for my job back. I took an oath of office to fight for this administration. And although I don't agree what's happening or what's going on, please, I don't want to hear the negative stuff. I don't want to hear it. We're going through it right now. All us government, all us federal employees are going through it. So the negative stuff, it doesn't help. This sucks. It's horrible. But I could just really use my friends right now. I could really use some words of encouragement, maybe even some job leads, and to just be here for me, because this is absolutely devastating.
I am going to let the rest of the video play. But wait a minute, are all of our friends digital now? Do y'all not have friends in real life? Because, see, to tell people how they can and can't react to you, I have a problem with it because you can't use us for content, right? You can't use our views. You can't make money. You can't monetize whatever platform that y'all sent this to me on. You can't do that and then tell us what we can and can't react to in general. And again, I'm very sympathetic to the people, and I do want to give some words of encouragement. So I plan on doing that at the end of the video. But you can't tell people how they can and can't react to it when you put it out there in a public space. And then I'm also trying to figure out where are all of these digital friends that y'all think is y'all's. For whatever reason, y'all think that these people that's in your comments that you've never seen before or heard before, we have a false sense of reality like these people are your friends. If they don't add value into your life, if they're not truly there for you in real life, if they don't show up in real life for you, if you can't count on them to continue to invest in your business or really add value into your life in that way, just remember, people are all observing because you made your life the Truman Show, just like me, and we all are content creators, and so we can't control how people react to it. So if the only thing that y'all looking for is words of encouragement, then maybe y'all should put this on a private thread and make it unlisted so that everybody can't see it to the general public. But I am sympathetic to the people that lost their jobs, but it's just business, and I'll explain why shortly.
My supervisors are devastated. Nobody had any say. This came from way above. And they were told they were going to have say in who got let go and who didn't.
Cap.
And they didn't have say. My last review was phenomenal. Most of us work really hard. It's just like any other job, right? There's people that don't work hard and there's people that work hard. We have both, just like any other private sector job, public sector, private sector. There's always those bad employees, right?
Too many of y'all.
So just remember that before you say lazy and government employees, because a lot of my colleagues are the most hardworking people, and we do it because we love it. We love the mission. Our mission in NRCS was helping people help the land, and I loved it, and I was so proud of it. And I'm absolutely devastated. I don't know where I'm going to go from here. I'm lost right now, and I could really use your help and your support. I don't want money. I don't mean it like that. I mean, I just want my friends. But please refrain from the negative comments, because it's not going to do anybody any good. We just need support right now. We need help. This is just the tip of the iceberg. It's going to get really, really, really bad. Nobody's safe. So that's what's going on. It happened Thursday night. I lost my voice because I've been crying so much. I'm not well, but I wanted to get on here and let you guys know what's going on, because I could really use my friends. So I'll be signing off, and maybe I'll go live or something. I don't know, just because I need you guys right now. So that's all I have to say.
Well, listen, it sounds like it's a rough time for everybody. I remember going through a similar situation as far as everything being down again back in 2008. And I think that it was a very devastating time and a devastating moment for everybody at that particular time, everybody at that particular time. But like you said, there were too many people that were basically government waste, and they wasn't doing everything that they were supposed to do, even though it was a few of y'all that may have been doing their jobs the right way. And who's to say that even you were doing your job the right way? The fact of the matter is, nobody is guaranteed anything, and nobody should ever be safe. And now that the federal government is right sizing itself to basically say that you can't be subsidized by taxpayer dollars, because that's where the money is coming from. It's coming from us. And we want smaller government. We want more efficient government. And I think that the government will continue to run, even, whether or not it's a ton of people, 200,000 people there is not. The fact that we can let go 200,000 people that wasn't adding value into what was going on in our lives in particular says a lot about the government bloat. And so when you want to talk about jobs, when we want to talk about whether or not there were a sufficient amount of jobs, whether everybody was doing the job that they were supposed to do, we're going to find out. We're definitely going to find out, and we're going to see. I personally believe that everybody is going back to a system where you got to create a job for yourself. Back in the day, it wasn't any guaranteed jobs. The jobs were for the privileged, meaning that if you were able to, and it's so funny because over the years I've been seeing all of these videos. I remember I seen a video where Ben Shapiro was arguing with a guy or debating with a guy that was saying that people and the pencil workers, and if you had a pencil factory, then you should share the profits with the owners. Well, now you can share the profits 100% with yourself. And so you ain't got to worry about no leads. The leads is to you to add value into society and to provide a product. And we're going to now see the haves and the have-nots. I think it's always been a class war. And people have been distracted by all of these diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives, and distractions with Black Lives Matters, and distractions with protests, and all of these different things. And now you're going to see people have to endure through and create a different space. And the one thing I know about humans, and this is one of your encouraging moments, the one thing I know about humans is that we're resilient. We are absolutely resilient. We're like bacteria. We're like fungus. We're like a lot of different things. I'm not speaking about that in a negative way, but I'm just saying that we do not go away. We are going to figure out how to colonize into a different space, how to survive. We will eat our own. We'll do whatever it takes to continue to exist and to live the best life possible. And now, this is true capitalism. It is a dog-eat-dog world, and we can't keep running up the national debt past $36 trillion just because we want people to feel good and be able to provide for themselves. No, you truly are going to have to provide for yourself going forward. Is that words of encouragement? I don't know, but this is a reasonable expectation. And more importantly, this is what people are dealing with. It's so tripped out because I wonder if we had this type of social media coverage in 2008, what this would have looked like. I probably would have been one of the ones that's sitting here saying, oh my God. Nope. It was rough. Had to figure it out. Wasn't no jobs to be had. And you know what we were? We were resilient. Y'all let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Again, make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Also, teach Hanley 40% off your first order plus 20% off for life. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you later. Peace.